Did you know that 70% of people who get a gym membership quit within just 2 months? And it's not because they're lazy or unmotivated. It's because they've been sold a lie from the 1980s that you need to spend at least an hour at the gym every single day to see results. What if I told you that 15 minutes done right is far better than 60 minutes done wrong? Today, I'm going to give you 10 science-backed reasons why you absolutely do not need an hour at the gym. Just a quick heads up, this is for educational purposes. If you have any health concerns, please talk to your doctor before starting a new workout routine. Now, let's get into it. Reason number 10. The old, no pain, no gain mantra is complete 20th century nonsense. Who first told you that you need to be incredibly sore to see results? They lied. Pain does not equal progress, and soreness doesn't equal muscle growth. This is one of the biggest myths the fitness industry has been pushing for 40 years. Research from the University of New Mexico shows that muscle soreness, or DOMS, is just a sign your body is adapting to new movements. It's not proof that your muscles are growing. In fact, if you're sore after every single workout, it just means your body hasn't adapted, which is a sign you're training inefficiently. Your muscles are like stubborn kids. They only grow when you push them to struggle a little bit, not when you torture them daily. Smart progressive overload means increasing your effort by just 2 to 5% each week. You don't need to break records every session, you need consistency over 12 weeks. Think about it. Someone who goes from doing 10 push-ups to 12 in a week is making real progress. But someone who forces themselves to do 50 until their arms are shaking and they can't move for 3 days? That's not dedication, it's just counterproductive. So, every time you leave the gym proud because you're too sore to sit down, you're actually celebrating wasted recovery time. Sad plot twist, right? Moving on to number 9. Your brain doesn't count time, it counts intensity. Your body doesn't have a clock. It couldn't care less if you work out for 10 minutes or 60. It only asks one question. Am I being forced to change? If the answer is no, then sorry, you just wasted 60 minutes of your day. Research on VO2 max from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology shows that just 4 minutes of high-intensity interval training at 90 to 95% effort produces the same cardio fitness improvements as 40 minutes of steady cardio at 70%. Why? When you push your body close to its limit, you activate survival mode. Every cell in your body gets a signal saying, we need to upgrade the system now. But when you jog leisurely for an hour, your body just thinks, this is easy. No changes needed. Your brain doesn't count seconds, it counts stress levels. 10 minutes of high stress is more effective than 60 minutes of low stress. It's simple. Think of it like studying. If you scroll through a textbook for 3 hours without really focusing, what do you learn? But if you spend 30 minutes intensely solving 10 hard problems, your brain actually develops. Your muscles work the exact same way. So next time someone brags, I train for 2 hours, bro, just ask them, yeah, but at what intensity? The silence will be entertaining. And reason number 8. 1 minute of HIIT can equal 45 minutes of traditional cardio. It sounds crazy, I know. I didn't believe it either until I read the study. In 2016, McMaster University published groundbreaking research comparing 2 groups. Group 1 did HIIT for a total of 3 minutes of sprint time. Group 2 did steady cardio for 135 minutes a week. After 12 weeks, the results for their metabolism, cardio fitness, and fat burning were identical. The secret is something called the EPOC effect, or the afterburn effect. When you sprint all out for 20 to 30 seconds, your body has to borrow energy from its anaerobic system. And like any loan, it has to pay interest. That interest is an elevated calorie burn that can last for 12 to 24 hours after you've finished your workout. Here's the simplest HIIT formula. Sprint for 20 seconds at 90 to 95% effort, then rest or walk for 40 seconds. Repeat that 8 times, and you're done in 8 minutes. You've just hacked your metabolism. The return on your time investment is insane. If this were a stock, wouldn't you go all in? But gyms don't want you to know this, because if you did, why would you keep paying that monthly fee? You think you need an hour at the gym every day to get fit? What if I told you that's one of the biggest myths the fitness industry ever sold you? Stick around, because I'm about to break down why shorter, smarter workouts are not only better, but they're also backed by science. Let's get into it. Reason number 6. The afterburn effect. Imagine this. You crushed your workout 6 hours ago. You're now lying in bed, scrolling through your phone, and guess what? Your body is still burning extra calories. No, this isn't some miracle pill ad. It's a real physiological phenomenon called EPOs, or the afterburn effect, and is criminally underrated. When you do high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, your metabolic rate stays elevated for up to 24 hours after you finish. A study from Colorado State University found that after just 20 minutes of intense training, participants burned an extra 200 to 300 calories throughout the rest of the day, even while sitting at their desks. Here's an easy way to think about it. Your metabolism is like a car engine. Doing low-intensity cardio, like a slow jog, is like driving your car at 30 miles per hour. Sure, you're burning fuel while you're driving, but the moment you stop, the engine cools down almost immediately. High-intensity training? That's like redlining the engine at 90 miles per hour. Even after you turn the car off, that engine block stays hot for hours, continuing to consume energy. This is why a morning workout can be so powerful. You spike your metabolism at 7 a.m., and it stays elevated all day while you're at work, eating lunch, sitting in meetings. You are literally burning extra calories while replying to emails. It's like getting paid residuals for work you did hours ago. You can literally burn fat while binge watching your favorite show later that night. All you have to do is earn it first with 15 to 20 minutes of real intensity. Seems like a fair trade, right? Moving on to reason number 5. The Japanese don't go to gyms, yet they have one of the longest life expectancies in the world. How does that make any sense? Well, welcome to the world of NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It has just a fancy scientific term for all the calories you burn from daily movement that is informal exercise. Things like walking to the train station, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, standing while you work, or cycling to the grocery store. Research number 5 on the world. Blue zones, those regions where people regularly live past 100, found something shocking. These people don't work out in the way we think of it. They don't do burpees or deadlifts. They just move constantly, all day long as part of their lifestyle. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that NEAT can account for 15 to 30% of your total daily calorie burn. For some people, that's even more than a dedicated gym session. Think about it. Someone who walks 10,000 steps throughout their day often burns more calories than someone who sits for 8 hours, drives to the gym, and then does a 45-minute workout. Your coworker who always takes the stairs, walks during their lunch break, and bikes to work. They might actually be fitter than the person who drives everywhere, sits all day, and then tries to make up for it with an hour at the gym. The fitness industry sold you the idea that health happens in 1-hour blocks at a specific place. Meanwhile, the healthiest people on earth never got that memo. Ironic, isn't it? And that brings us to reason number 4. You don't need equipment, you need resistance. Let's be real. A $500 GYM membership, $200 shoes, a $3,000 home gym setup. And then you see prisoners doing bodyweight exercises in tiny cells and getting absolutely ripped. What's wrong with this picture? Here's the secret. Your muscles don't have eyes. They can't tell the difference between a $5,000 barbell and your own body weight. All they can detect is resistance and tension. A 2015 study compared two groups. one using traditional weights, and one using only bodyweight exercises with progressive overload. After 8 weeks, the muscle growth and strength gains were statistically identical between the two groups. The key is progressive overload. You have to continually make the exercises harder, can't make push-ups more challenging, slow them down. Take 4 seconds to go down and 4 seconds to come up. Still too easy, elevate your feet on a chair, still crushing it? Try archer push-ups, and then work your way towards one-arm push-ups. That's a clear progression path with at least 7 levels of difficulty, using zero equipment. Just you versus gravity. The fitness industry convinced you that you're incomplete without their expensive gear. Meanwhile, gymnasts and calisthenics athletes are out here doing incredible feats of strength with literally nothing. So, who's really getting scammed? Alright, let's talk about reason number 4. Frequency beats duration. Are you still doing that weekend warrior routine? Grinding out 90 minutes on a Saturday because you skipped the whole week? I hate to break it to you, but your muscles don't care about your calendar. Muscle growth and metabolism work on consistency, not one-off binge efforts. Your body is in a constant cycle of repairing and building muscle, a process that typically runs every 48 to 72 hours. Shorter, more frequent sessions keep that engine humming all week long. A 2019 study from the University of Tokyo backs this up. They found that people who train for just 15 minutes a day actually gain more strength and muscle than those who crammed the same total workout time into a single weekly session. Why? Because frequency builds habits, and our biology rewards repetition. Think about it like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't brush them for an hour once a week and expect good results, right? A couple of minutes every day is what works. Consistency trumps intensity every single time. Once you build the habit, the results start to feel automatic. And if you're still worried that skipping a long gym session costs you progress, wait until you hear how gyms are actually designed to profit from your absence. This brings us to reason number 3. Gyms make money when you don't show up. Here is a little industry secret. A staggering 80% of new gym members stop going after just 8 weeks. And you know what? The gyms love it. It's a business strategy called the breakage model. They depend on people paying for a membership but not actually using the facilities. Seriously, if every single person with a gym membership decided to show up on the same day, the place would be overflowing by about 500%. Psychologically, this plays on something called the sunk cost fallacy. You've already paid the money, so you feel like you're invested in your fitness, even if you're just sitting on the couch. They're selling you the idea of motivation, not actual results. Home workouts, on the other hand, eliminate all the friction. There's no commute, no waiting for equipment, and zero judgment. It's just you and your goals. That's why a 2020 study from Penn State revealed that people who work out at home are able to stick with their habits 60% longer than those who go to the gym. Here's the plot twist. The fitness industry doesn't necessarily want you to quit. They just don't want you to come back too often. But what if you could get all the benefits in just 15 minutes and supercharge your hormones for the entire day? That leads us to reason number 2. A 15-minute morning workout hacks your hormones all day long. Imagine this. You kick off your day with a quick 15-minute workout, and your body spends the next 12 hours riding that positive wave. A morning workout naturally spikes your cortisol, testosterone, and growth hormone. This is the holy trinity for energy, fat burning, and building lean muscle. A study from Stanford University found that people who exercised before 9 a.m. reported better moods, sharper focus, and deeper sleep compared to any other group. It's like setting off a chain reaction in your body. You move first, which leads you to eat better, which helps you focus more deeply, which in turn leads to sounder sleep. And you don't need to be lifting heavy weights to get these benefits. Even a 10-minute bodyweight circuit is enough to get the job done. You don't need a huge cup of coffee to start your day strong, just 15 intentional minutes of movement. And that brings us to the final, and perhaps most uncomfortable, truth that many of us try to avoid. And finally, reason number 1, you don't lack time, you lack priority. I don't have time is probably the most expensive lie you can tell yourself. Let's be brutally honest for a second. 15 minutes is the length of about 3 TikTok videos. This isn't a time management issue. It's a priority management issue. An analysis from the Harvard Business Review showed that the highest performing individuals don't find time. They make time by scheduling their priorities. Your body isn't asking for hours of your day. It's asking for a few focused minutes, done consistently. So the next time you catch yourself saying, I just don't have the time, try reframing it. Say, it's not a priority for me right now. Feels a little different, doesn't it? It puts the control back in your hands. And there you have it, 10 powerful reasons why you don't need to spend an hour at the gym to build a strong, healthy, and resilient body. If this video helped you see fitness in a new light, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more myth-busting health content. Thanks for watching, and remember, train smart, not long. See you in the next one.